Hi everybody, welcome back to Art This Week. This week we are going to build off of what we talked about last week. So we started talking about our artistic process, and we began with generating ideas. So we talked about creating space and taking time in order to come up with those ideas, to generate those ideas. Also to keep it light, right? To keep a sense of humor about it, make plenty of allowance for mistakes so we don't feel worried about mistakes, we don't feel restricted, we just feel nice and loose, and that way we can let those ideas come. So this week we're going to talk about what we do after that, what we take for our next step. So we have our ideas last week. Hopefully you came up with a couple ideas and maybe made some of those thumbnail sketches, just those little short and quick little sketches, just to see how your ideas work. Because sometimes ideas work in our head, but then whenever we go to create the idea visually, it may not work as well. And that has happened to me so many times where I have this idea in my head, and then either maybe I don't feel like I have the skill or the technique or the materials to create what I was hoping to create in my mind. It just wasn't turning out right. Or it just kind of doesn't work in terms of composition. Maybe it would be better as a 3D model as opposed to just a flat image. There's a whole ton of reasons. So you never have to feel bad about one of your ideas not working out. It's just good to figure that out early so that way you can make changes as you go into develop your finished piece. So what I want to do this week is move into the next stage. We're actually not going all the way through to the finish. We have another stage in the middle, basically, which is your development, which is where we're going to do some planning and some sketching and create our first draft. All right, so that's what I want to get to this week. We have our idea from last week. You can choose your favorite one. If you didn't come up with an idea last week, that's all right. Give yourself a little space and time to brainstorm some ideas of what you might want to draw or paint, and then choose your favorite one. I do think it's really important to come up with more than one idea. So if you have an idea that you think is really good, that's great. You might end up doing that one anyway. But go ahead and think of another one, maybe 2 or 3. And that way you select your favorite idea out of those and you just kind of get used to the process. Because a lot of times the idea you thought was your favorite ends up changing as you go through this process here. And this is how we improve our work, and we just get better and better with our finished piece because we've had more time to develop it. All right, so for the development stage this week, I'd like for you to create a first draft. And before you do this, I have a little handout here that I'm going to give you guys that list this just so that you have it handy in case you forget. But for your development, the first thing for our planning, there's a couple things you can do while you're planning your finished piece. So maybe you have an idea. I have an idea that I want to do a horse running through the meadow. So if I was doing that, I would probably try some sketches, some practice sketches. A horse running is actually pretty challenging, right? To get that movement of the horse's legs. So I would practice that. I would practice that because that seems like it's going to be something pretty challenging if that was my image for that example. Okay, so I would practice getting that shape, and in doing that, I would find reference images. So this is the stage where we take our idea and we start to find reference images. And just to kind of recap, we've talked about this before, but when we find reference, you're looking for something that's an image, a photo. Google image is a really great resource. So I would literally put right into my Google search, I would put horse running. And then I would see all the different images of horses running. I don't want to copy somebody else's artwork, right? I just want the horse running shape, so that I can look at that shape and be able to jot that down, okay? So I want to make clear that difference. So it's not like we want to copy somebody else's artwork. We're just looking for reference for things that are difficult in our image. And artists do that all the time. If we have, a bunch of different people, we're generally going to take reference photos. Maybe we'll have certain people. Maybe I need somebody who's dressed like a Girl Scout and somebody who's dressed like a delivery person, and I would have those people in those clothes, and then I would take pictures so that I can use the reference for the shapes. So it's still my idea, it's still my plan, but I just get reference so that I can get those shapes right. Okay? So that's what I want to do at this stage. We're sketching, we're finding any reference images we might need, and we're also making notes too maybe what colors we're gonna wanna use. You can add color at this stage if you'd like and make sure that the colors are working, because that's another thing that we wanna play with and make sure that it's coming out right. Maybe in my head I'm thinking, man, I want a purple dress and I want her to be out in this beautiful, field of flowers and all these things. And then when I go to put those colors in, maybe it seems too busy, or maybe some of the colors aren't working together. Things like that I want you to think about at this stage. Okay? So I think once you have all of those kind of planned, sorry, there's a walkie-talkie there. Once you have all of those planned, I'd like you to create your first draft. So that's what I want to accomplish this week. So you do a little brainstorming there, make sure you have idea, you make sure you've gotten some reference images if you need them for anything that might be challenging for you. And then create your first draft. Think about how you position everything. Think about with your first draft, this is also our opportunity to still make mistakes. So if you need to move things around, make sure you're working in a way that you feel like you can make corrections. You can erase, so it's probably a good idea to do it in pencil so that you can move things around and erase. And once we have this first draft done at the end of the week, next week we can take that draft into a final draft. Okay? So I still want you to stay a little loose with it. I want you to give yourself space to make mistakes. I don't want you to be stressed out because this is not your final. This is our opportunity to revise and notice anything that we might need to change. Okay? I'm not sure how far the kids in class are going to get with this process, but once you have our rough draft, I'd love for you to send it to me, because if they do have it finished by the end of the week, I am going to start critiquing and just giving little tips that I think might make the work a little bit a different take on it, or might be a revision that I would make if I was working on it. So I'd love to be able to give you guys some feedback this week. So if you finish your first draft, go ahead and email it to me. And then I can just give you just some ideas that I might have based on what your idea is and what your first draft is. Okay? So let me know if you have any questions. I have it laid out here so that you have it kind of referenced, and then at the bottom it says the first draft of last week's selected idea. So whatever you had for your idea, again, if you didn't get to that last week, that's okay. Go ahead and brainstorm a couple ideas this week and you can start the development phase based on your idea. Okay, and this I will send to Miss Deborah so that you'll have this in addition to the video. All right, thank you guys. I'm so excited to see anything that you come up with. Please feel free to email me. And also if you have questions about the process, or if you're just having trouble with the process, you can also email me for that too. All right, thank you. Have a good rest of your day.